Hi everyone, and welcome to LA Family Housing's 10th annual golf tournament. This year we're calling it an outing. I can't see you, but I want to give you a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause just to thank you for joining us this year. What a year. I can't believe how different everything is. I won't even be able to ride around in the golf cart and give you shots of tequila during the day. But seriously, this year has made us all pivot in so many ways. The world around us has changed, and so too has our golf tournament. I want to thank all of you, but I also want to thank our board of directors, LA Family Housing's phenomenal staff, and of course, the four guys that made today possible, my friends, Michael, Steve, Dave, and Jonathan.
Well, the gang's all here. Here we are. Me and my co-chairs. I'm Michael Kaplan. I've been sharing or co-chairing, I should say, with the rest of this group, at least 3 out of the 4, for the last 10 years. It is our 10th anniversary, and I thought that we would actually have a real big celebration for this 10th year, but somehow COVID and other things put a monkey wrench into that plan, unfortunately. So hopefully next year we can get back to our normal tournament play. But for this year, we're trying to make the best of what we've got. So appreciate you coming out and doing this. It's extremely important. So again, thank you for your support. Very much appreciated. And I will turn it over to Jonathan, my co-chair.
Thanks a lot. And thank you everyone for participating again this year, or if it's your first time, thank you for joining in. There's no question, homelessness remains a crisis, and COVID-19 is now the crisis within that crisis. I'm incredibly proud of the work that LA Family Housing has put in to get more people off the street quicker than ever. That's the kind of work we're here to support today. So have fun.
That's right, Jonathan. We're out here because we all love golf, but we have lots of opportunities to play. We're here at Porter Valley because it's something special in our support of LA Family Housing, and also for in support of Stephanie, Classy Gamer. I've known Stephanie now for probably 20 years, and she's a force of nature. I know last year she came up and spent some time in Mammoth, acclimatizing herself for climbing Kilimanjaro. She is, like I say, a force of nature, and I can't wait to see what she's going to do next.
Yeah, Kilimanjaro actually turned out to be training for her for running LA Family Housing during COVID. They've gone from 300 staff to 400 staff in just like the last quarter, just to deal with everything out on the streets. And so this tournament is supporting the people out there on the streets. This tournament is a part of the village that is trying to solve this problem. And we need you, and we're really glad you're coming out.
For me personally, it's most exciting to watch all the properties that LA Family Housing has under construction. I share Stephanie's love of real estate and frankly, homes and homelessness. It's a practical solution and really the only solution. You can't house people if there are no homes. But like Dave said, it takes a village. And now all of you are part of that village too, supporting the daily efforts to keep people off the street and in their homes. So thank you again.
Even though the regular tournament format has changed, our commitment and passion about it hasn't. They haven't waned at all. It needs us, and we're here for the cause.
And our money.
Yeah. So make sure you bid on the auction. Get the mulligan card. We know a lot of you need it. And I got a ton of these things, and you'll have to pry them out of my cold dead hands. But you can do that. You can do that if you buy enough raffle tickets. So jump in. We got our goal is $65,000, and we're going to move a lot more people home with your help. Thanks a lot.
Everybody stay well, stay healthy. And again, thanks for your support with LA Family Housing. Have fun.
Thanks for coming.
Hi, I'm Katie Tell, Chief Development Officer with LA Family Housing. As we're working so hard during this time to build more housing, to provide more critical services for those who need it most, we're also advocating for policies and systems that we know will help prevent homelessness in people's lives. Whether it's minimum wage or increasing access to health care and mental health care, or increasing access to rental subsidies for families who need it most, who've been hit so hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. Advocating for fixes to our criminal justice system, our foster care system. These are systems that are causing a disproportionate impact on Black communities, Indigenous communities, and people of color across our county, across our country. And you're seeing that disproportionate impact in terms of who's being hit hardest by COVID and who's falling into homelessness. There is a critical election just days away, and LA Family Housing is celebrating and championing the power of the vote by making sure that all of our program participants, through our Leading the Vote Home initiative, can access and practice their right to vote. We're registering our participants to vote. We're also educating our supporters and our followers about Measure J, a really important ballot measure that's going to provide much needed funds for poor communities across our city. We're also making sure that people in our own community near our campus in North Hollywood have access and can come and vote at our polling center. We know that these policies and systems that cause homelessness can only be changed by voting and by advocating. So by being here with us, by playing golf with LA Family Housing, you are now an advocate. You are part of the movement to end homelessness. You're agreeing with us that housing is a human right, and you are helping us in this work to end homelessness in people's lives. So have so much fun out on the course, and really take a minute and feel good that you are part of the solution to end homelessness across Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Katie. And yes, please help us get out the vote on November 3rd. It's been exciting to see how many of our participants we've been able to register to vote, and I'm excited for Election Day. This year has actually taken on a renewed urgency, of course, because of COVID-19. How can you stay safer at home when you don't have a home? LA Family Housing, through Project Roomkey, has moved more than 700 people from the streets into 5 sites. While we have expanded our work in so many ways, we've also been able to expand our real estate activities. In July, we purchased the Kittredge House, a large single-family home that we're using as a new model to help families transition out of homelessness. We'll have multiple families share each house. The Kittredge House is the first of 5 that we plan to buy, to help more than 300 families every night who we have living in crisis housing. We're excited by this new model. We're also very excited to share that we just completed the Arroyo, a new bridge home site for 85 women who've been living outside. It's exciting to open both these new properties, Kittredge House and the Arroyo, and expand our resources and services to the community.
Why do women become homeless? Older women have been falling into homelessness in increasing numbers because older women are often poor, and poverty is a key factor driving older women from their homes. Women are also driven into homelessness by abuse. 49% of unsheltered adult women report having a history of domestic, intimate partner, or sexual violence. So here at Arroyo Bridge Housing, these women can at long last feel safe. I'm proud of the strong collaboration between the city and the county that allowed us to turn an underutilized armory into a beautiful home for 85 women.
When we open up this, we will now have 24, we'll soon have 24 bridge home shelters. That's 1,800 beds that didn't exist. This is a place to stabilize, to breathe, to bring your pets and your possessions if necessary, a place to be able to get the services you need.
This beautiful haven of the Arroyo, which will have an entirely female-identified staff, is designed to nurture and lift up the women living here. With its beautiful gardens, warm, cooling colors, yoga studios, art therapy programs, mental health support, this is a place of healing as we help women navigate their path into permanent homes.
And today, all of us can be proud of the many lives that will be transformed at the Arroyo. And that is something to celebrate. So here we go.
Together with all of you, I know we can move more people home. People like Chartrice, who is a veteran and a survivor of domestic abuse. Chartrice has been working with LA Family Housing to move into her own home. She's been kind enough to share her story with all of us today.
I'm a veteran of the U.S. Navy of 10 years. Loved it. And if I needed to serve again, I wouldn't have any problem with it. How can I say it? I lack the ability to have self-care for myself due to domestic violence. Even though I had been through therapy for a whole year, I lacked the ability to say enough is enough. I became involved in unhealthiness because I wanted to make my marriage work. I was given a chance, and I'm not saying just because I'm a veteran, but I was a homeless person, and they understood, and that meant a lot to me. Whatever mental capacity you're on, please just make a choice to love yourself. Stop badgering yourself. We can't change the past. No one on this earth is without hitting some type of low in their lives. But if you're all the way to the ground, you can't go nowhere but up. And I pray you go up versus going into the ground.
Thank you so much, Chartrice. We appreciate your bravery and we're inspired by your story. This time has not been easy for anyone. And while we all have unique areas of struggle, it takes a special person to be generous and to give of themselves to help others during this pandemic. Each of you are those people. You understand what happens in homelessness. And just like so many other social issues, we are able to respond to this crisis with resources. The scale of homelessness across Los Angeles is so great. We can't do this work alone, and we are so grateful for you. Our goal today is to raise $65,000, and with your help, I know we can reach it. Together, we can help transition even more people out of homelessness and poverty.
Thank you for 10 years of golf.
Thank you for supporting LA Family Housing's 10th annual golf outing.
Thank you for 10 years of golf.
Thank you for supporting LA Family Housing's 10th annual golf outing.